Hello, how everybody doing? So, I'm back again to do this 7-day energy forecast. I want to tell everybody first and foremost, thank you for all the viewers. I hope it's helping out the way it's meant to. Um, Maybe you'll get the opportunity to let me know, leaving comments on one of my sites. Because this will be part of the preview, okay, on my Facebook and Instagram page. So I do want to tell everybody thank you who do come and view. I appreciate it. So I hope everything going on good for everybody. I'm slowly but surely get myself up in here for this spread. So let's get started. And let's see what this energy message is going to be like for the 7 days. Let's see what this timeless energy is going to be like for this 7-day message. Alright. Okay, so before I take the bottom card, because that's the grand finale one, I just want to go ahead and try to settle in a little bit with this energy here. I wonder, is it a void of course for Virgo or for maybe Cancer? I do feel like this energy of this void of course, right, is talking about a veil. There's a veil that's about to be on the horizon, or either it's already on the horizon. And I'm just saying that because it's a timeless message, and also to incorporate the fact that I titled these videos 7 days. So it could be something that's already, the veil is already in place. Or it could be a veil that's coming through. Now, the thing of it with the 6th house coming up with it, I feel like it's going to be either consecutive or sequential. It has a design into the method of the way the veil is going to be demonstrated, released. I don't really know which one is the right word. Both of them could be actually the perfect word, but sometimes it's not good to, hold conversations that way because you'll confuse people, so. I don't know which one is the right one. So let's see what the shadow card is. Venus. We have Venus for the shadow card with it. Ooh. That made it more interesting. I guess what I feel with the Venus part of it and with love, that's the primary frequency. So what I'm trying to say is I'm potentially feeling the veil myself. I'm feeling the veil from the point of view of not able to see the pattern. And the reason why is because the void of the course of the moon is that veil part. Is, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I don't have to know everything. And plus, if I did, I think my life would be very boring. So the growth of my gift, I really do appreciate it because at the temperament that I'm in, I can enjoy and they can enjoy me. So so basically it seemed like what I'm going to be delivering messages on for this 7-day forecast is either some kind of assistance and preparation, either or both. And through this veil that's about to arrive or already arrived. I'm not, it's going to be an open message to any and every characteristic, prototype. It has its own design that once again I'm not able to see. It's definitely on the frequency of love. So the law of attraction can be stronger, especially with the routine card there. For example, some relationships that might be going bad, you got a chance to get, you on a scale, right? You're on a scale of within Venus. I'm going to incorporate this theology with the assistance of Venus being the house of the ruler over Libra and Taurus, right? So you have the capability of a scale that's going to be here, meaning that it also can intensify and make our relationship actually go stronger. And maybe the worst possible case scenario is once the veil start removing, right? Because y'all closeness is more intimate. You watching carefully, maybe without consciously knowing that neither one of y'all are really telling y'all social environment about the changes yet. And when the veil loosen up, that could be the trigger of the veil actually leaving the situation, is because now you confront it, and now it's this part of you that is ready to be expressive, or it could be from people noticing even without y'all saying. They could see the change, which is creating the conversation and expression. So I wouldn't say a bad relationship right now would get worse because it has potential to get better. I think it's definitely because of this frequency of love, is definitely going to hit the unconditional that's not able to be communicated. The unconditional in the subconscious of the mind. And that's where the water, the course is going to be in, to unveil that part. But your focus still going to be conscious, and you able to see the change and participate in the change through the sixth house of the routine. So I'm gonna, for this spread right here, I'm gonna use my other astrology cards to clarify these. Okay, so this deck is way smaller than the other deck. So let's get some clarifiers. And then I'm going to the tarot, alright? So the sun wanted to come out, and because I said I wanted to go in the tarot, I take that sun for that point right there. Give me confirmation to at least pull some tarot cards. But let's get into it. Can I get a clarifier for the water course moon? I don't know if anybody could be able to hear my neighbors vacuum cleaning upstairs or not. I know I can. Water course of moon. Water course moon. One card, please, to clarify. Sixth house clarify. One card, please. And Venus. One clarify for Venus. Alright. So these are some interesting cards that actually has came up. For example, the water course of moon actually comes with Neptune. Okay. You know, veil. Neptune is really supporting the veil, right? And I mean it from a point of if you, I say I have to answer from this question. If you was a swimmer, you know, I said don't really concentrate on the fact whether you can swim or you not can swim. I'm trying to put you in the Neptunian energy. If you was a swimmer, would you need goggles to see the deeper you go in the water and oxygen to breathe? Or do you feel confident enough that you don't need the goggles nor the oxygen? And then your confidence could come from the point of, I know my limitations. I know how far I'm going to go. So the limit that I'm going to go to, no, I'm not going to need it. But yet at the same time, the overall of the fantasy that I'm also trying to say in this is, does it really get darker the deeper you get? Now, to answer that, it's going to click backwards to do you need goggles if you decide to do it, or can you see? I understand the riddle that's involved is because this is a clarifier. We still have the 6th house routine, which once again goes to, okay, say you the one that say, yeah, I need goggles and oxygen. Matter of fact, I believe it's dark, so if I do go up in there, I'm going to need the light. Then once you go to that point of feeling like you're going to need a light, then the veil just might make you feel uncomfortable. And what I'm saying is, you already preparing for the darkness. And in the midst of preparing for the darkness, you need light. So in the need of light, you more attached to the human aspect of yourself, the flesh, which still supports the 6th house routine energy. Because if you was more attached to faith, your light will always be there. Just because the moon is void in a course don't necessarily mean that it's still not shining bright. So you got to make sure that you put things in the right context. Even when I'm saying the word veil. Now, I talk because I figure I'm talking to a mature audience. So, that can be a downfall for me. And it might be a great thing for me. That's going into that Venus, the scales, balancing it out. With Taurus being the stump for it. What is tangible in it to evaluate that situation on the communication style. So the 6th house got clarified with Uranus. Which I think is a good energy because you're talking about economics, social. It's every environment, every platform that we have created and we interact in. Whether it's from way we interact in it with a sensory perception, meaning you interact with it maybe just with your sight. Maybe you interact with it with your touch. Maybe your touch is also with your feet. How you interact. You use your feet, maybe walk around the job, right? Your taste, how you treat your body, nourish your health. You know, the sensory, the hearing. What do you hear that prompts you to get into a stage of contemplation? You know, that's where that Uranus is being clarified with the 6th house, which is, once again, I think is a good thing. 6th house and Uranus, oh wow, that's pretty good. But at the same time, it could be pretty bad. Because we still have a society that has to be ran. And this society is heaven and hell. Some people I know call it purgatory itself. They call earth purgatory. I can understand why. But at the same time, it's some things in purgatory that deals with the unconscious. So that's why I can understand why. they call this itself. So that means, if that's the fact, is what rise up karma. And with the 6th house of routine, you have no way to not avoid karma, because it's your prosperity. For example, if you believe that you putting in effort to run your small business, and you know you won't turn around, you getting turned around, that is all karma. Is not justice. If that's the part that might be getting confused with the purgatory part, is not the justice that's really 100 being unveiled. And this is a little bit of my debate on why purgatory part of it is not fully here, is because of the justice suspense that's in the supernatural world. So it's more or less your position, your reasoning, your purpose, everything boiled up in one, right? With this energy here. So that goes back to when I was saying in the beginning, right? That the vorticourse of the moon is that subconscious. You know, when I gave the example of a relationship, you know, it's not necessarily that it's going to be bad. It's something you mean, you feel like it is now, but this energy right here it's definitely about making it or breaking it to a certain degree. Because if you want to hang in there, or you have your vices because you living, it's not the fact that you don't believe in the supernatural, the divine, God, goddesses, ghosts, angels, no matter what's the proper terminology. The belief within something, even in yourself, how is it not created from those moments of your vices? How did that do not give you your experience and your emotions and your wisdom? You know, how's your senses not being productive in their supernatural way? Your nose, it cleans your hairs, cleans everything out the best way it can, just like a vacuum cleaner or a carpet cleaner or exterminators or a repair person. Everything has a connection, but it has a home, and it has an individuality, and it has a hierarchy. Even within yourself, who's more higher? Your nose, that sense, or you? And that's a trick question, but it's one to think about. And that's when, moving on to Venus and Pisces, that's what I'm talking about on that question. Who is the hierarchy between your nose and yourself? The nose and the brain. Is that self? Is there an organ inside of you that you define as self? If most likely there's not an organ up in there, then how can you even choose, even if you did make a choice? And that's the Pisces that's inside of that Venus. So let me get a few tarot cards before closing this message out. So, you know, I'm gonna summarize in hopefully just latent terms. I think that's the way you pronounce it. You know, this 7-day energy is coming with a veil. I mean, it's a participation. It's a group effort. It shouldn't be something that's not common. We practice it military is real high around in the world. And, you know, one of the military creeds is all for one, one for all. You know, so even though they all got different ranks, different name titles, and some had a same name title and the same rank. So the thing is, how do I say it? What it is, it's the balance. You know, it's the balance of the subconscious and the conscious mind. I mean, people want to know things. We have selective people where we want to get our information from. Some people want to do it privately. Some people do it with assistance. I mean, we all have it. So, you know, it's all about how you feel about or how sensitive you are. I think the impact really counts. But hopefully this will help you out to understand that. Sit back and watch for a second. Maybe you under the veil. Just watch everything. I know some things might be getting you upset or whatever. Sit back and really watch. Talk it out when you can. You got to let some of it out. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels funny. It got this trippy energy, especially with this Neptune Pisces here. But it's like real shit, you know, going on with Uranus. You know, it's still real. So, you know, sit back. Think about it. You know, that's really the best advice I can really give. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that some of it, that people can't feel irritated and don't want to do it. But, I mean, take advantage of it. We always be trying to find ways to understand what mercy is and what's around. If you get this opportunity, this free ride, you start learning. So then your senses go off and start understanding mercy. And then when your chakras go off and really want to desire mercy, you already had the ingredients to manifest it. Because you caught it at the right time. When the sprinkles was coming down. And even though you couldn't see it and didn't even have a cup in your hand, you caught some. Can I get 2 cards for Neptune? Can I get 2 cards for Neptune? Neptune and vortice of moon. You're so right. Can I get 2 cards for the column of vortice, moon, and Neptune? You're so right. So right. Let's get it together. I have 2 cards now for the vortice, moon, and Neptune. Can I have 2 cards for the 6th house of Uranus, please? Well, I have 2 cards for Venus and Pisces, please. clarification out. So, you know, when it came out for the final thing of the energy with the watercourse, the moon, and Neptune is the Knight of Pentacles and the Strength card. And, you know, I think that goes, it goes great with the explanation a little bit of, hold on, I done forgot a little bit. Oh my goodness, this is so hilarious. It's so funny. But yeah, so, you know, the strength card is all about that veil. You know, what is your strength when, thank you, appreciate y'all. What is y'all's strength when it comes to, you know, going into that ocean? You know, think about your preparation. Think about what's going on the best way that you can. Understand most than all, especially with this Knight of Pentacles, right? It's very much of a sensation. This is one part of the energy that's all about the sensation. And like I said, you know, if you start seeing some things weird, just sit back. Sometimes don't, I mean, yeah, you can have that conversation, might need to be in your head or whatever. But sometimes it's not going to hurt to just sit back and you watch and then be like, whatever. It gonna be whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just try to make sure you balance out your stress levels. What's, you know, how do you really evaluate health? What is really all your true practices? You know, how much do conversation actually do affect your health? I know it gotta have some kind of impact. Just how do we categorize it as an impact? And we justify it off. Meaning, being on the computer too long. So because I know I was on the computer all along today, that's the only reason that I really got irritated, because it was the type of business I was doing on the computer. You're justifying everything off. And then in the logical form of it, it does say on a health factor, you know, that it's some strain on the eyes or this and that, and you just might want to just be veiled with the fact that it's the stress of the eyes and it's the type of the work. So you separated everything. And if that's already your routine, this is a great opportunity right now if it's trying to let you know that no, it's more than just that. Okay? We want you to go ahead and tighten up in this area. Hope that you can. But we just want to let you know. Hello? Okay, so now I'm going to move on. You know, hopefully I wrap that up before answering the phone. The clarification for Neptune and the water course the moon. So now I'm going to move over here to the 6th house routine in Uranus, right? So what came out for the clarifications here is the star card and the sun card. That is just so cute, ain't it? Why do I find this so cute? Oh man, it's tickling me pink. It's tickling me pink. And I'm trying to get it expressive because it's like it's the star card and the sun card comes off like it's you know, the sun right now. Guess what you want is here. It's like got this masculine type of energy ready, right? And it could be feminine energy. Let me put both of them up in there before I get in trouble. It comes with this hierarchy thing with the sun card, right? It really does. It comes with the hierarchy. And it's free will. It's almost like playing a game of peekaboo. I mean, I'm a 70s baby, so I had came up with peekaboo. I used to try to do it with my kids. So it's like playing peekaboo, or I also grew up with this toy that you turn and the little clown thing will pop up out of it. They used to call it Jack in the Box. So it's like this free will theme of peekaboo. Does it, is this warming feeling, I'm not gonna lie, it's this warming nonchalant feeling of my children, my kids, my world. Okay, I know y'all want to know what I look like. I know you want to know how deep the realness is. I know you want to know the whole truth on who's the chosen ones. I know you want to know everything about your life. I know this, and it's so adoring to feel the passion. It keeps the sun just in its fury, a blazing warmth throughout the seasons to match the trials and tribulations. It's the journey of the free will. It's the theme of letting your child grow and blossom. It's the connection to the trees and the grass as they wither away and they come back around. It's the connection of the togetherness, but yet always remaining to need to heal. The most unique thing about followers and subscribers with the God and the Goddesses is they're going to always have them, where we will not. No matter what name they get, no matter how they look. Because the foundation of it all always brought them back home. It's not the newness, it's the oldness that carry you home. That's why aging means so much. But once again, with age come healing. And that's like what I'm trying to say with this 6th house and routine. You know, as I did my spoken word type of reading with y'all, right? To be expressive about it, to give that example from a spoken word type of thing. And that's what that Uranus brought for me, you know. That's why I say it's real cute, it's real tickle pink. Because it's some real talk. It's some real conversation. It's real healing. You living. And that's what that sun and that star card is all about. So now to finish it off with Venus and Pisces. We have the Lovers card and 5 of Cups. Oh my goodness. What a match is that? Like Lovers and Venus love. Oh, what? We got some what? Suffixes up there. Suffix is also a follower, a subscriber. We just void the theology of the suffix. We're not able to see through the veil of everything that's in common. And those things that's like that is in common is what gives the justice to free will. It gives the justice to our justice system. And it's still the foundation of what's in big tech now. It's just spelled different and got a different meaning. Just like Odin, Shiva, Vinchu, Ogun, Shango, Saint Anthony, Lucifer, Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, Kali, Hagar, Isis, and so forth and so on. It's still the foundation. Is that really the Five of Cups feeling? Not realizing that it's your choice to look at those 3 cups and say, I don't want that foundation. I like talking this way. But in that Lover's card, it becomes a contract when you influence after the rejection. The scales are balanced. Through Taurus, it rides on. So, to wrap it all up, we got some nice energy that is going to be floating through. It's going to be very interesting. You know what I'm saying? As this veil goes through, you know, man, I hope that I put my cup of mercy out while I did this video here. Woo! Woo! Yes. If anybody would love to have a deeper conversation with me, you can definitely look down in the description bar. My information is all there, okay? And look forward to it if it happens. If not, look forward to me be coming back. And may these help y'all as the way that it's meant to help, okay? Good luck. See y'all.